always loved horror. The feeling of being scared in a controlled environment like my couch or a theater has excited me for as long as I can remember. I know that there's no real danger to me, but my body isn't always so sure. However, within the past year, I have discovered a new fear that has stuck with me: the uncanny valley. I find myself watching series that use this primal fear of something that looks so close to human, but has some critical feature that is just wrong. I show my friends or my family these videos that keep me up at night, and they scoff or even laugh. In the daylight, I can acknowledge how silly some of the distorted faces are, but once I'm alone in the dark and trying to sleep, the images keep flashing in my head. I find myself constantly checking dark corners of my room, half expecting to see something with impossible proportions watching me. I've had sleep paralysis a few times in my life. I will wake up and be completely powerless. I always first notice my lack of control of my eyes. I'm awake, but for some reason, I can't open my eyes. It takes some time for me to realize what is happening. I will try to shuffle in my bed like I usually do when trying to get comfortable, but nothing happens. The few times that I have experienced sleep paralysis, I am always facing the wall with my back toward the rest of the room. My mind starts racing. What if there's something behind me? After a few minutes of being stuck with nothing but thoughts of potential dangers, my eyes open. That's when I know the paralysis has ended. I check my room to disprove my prior thoughts. Nothing is there. I get up and go about my day as usual. That is how it always goes. Until my most recent experience. It begins just like every other time. I'm facing the wall, I can't move, and my eyes won't open. But this time was different. Call it a dream, a waking nightmare, whatever you want. I heard a voice. It was low and quiet like a whisper. I could do nothing but listen. I heard things along the lines of, "We'll be together soon. I want to be you. I will be you." My heart was racing. I tried and tried to get my eyes open. Minutes later, I felt my eyelids loosen. I didn't open them yet. I tried to get myself ready for what I might see when I turn around. I finally gather the courage to quickly turn. I see nothing. Since then, I have been filled with a terrible sense of dread. I find myself checking behind me wherever I go. At work, at school. I know I'm not alone. I'm surrounded by peers and coworkers. I am being perceived by others, but I don't feel like I'm simply being perceived. I feel eyes constantly on me, like I'm being watched intently. I have heard of creatures from shows and movies that latch onto mere thoughts that we dwell on for too long. They can take whatever form those thoughts characterize. For the past year, I haven't been able to get these impossible creatures out of my head. Now, I fear one has gotten out on its own. As we conclude this spine-chilling tale, remember to check the shadows. Fear has a way of lingering. Stay wary, sleep with one eye open, and until next time, this is Annabelle, bidding you good night from the edge of the unknown.